In our previous session, we spoke about Ema V'Yirah, and I mentioned there are two different interpretations. One of the two refers to Yirah Shumayim, Amos Ashchina, and the other to Moira Rabbi. However, the Maharal, in his Perush Anavois, Derech Chaim, his approach is Emo V'Yirah both refer either to Moira Rabbi or to Yiras Shamayim. His first suggestion is both Ema and Yirah refer to the relationship between a Rav and his disciples, Bein Talmid LeRabo. Yoiser Nera, he says, but I feel more convinced that both Ema and Yirah refer to the relationship between every individual Jew and his Father in the heavens and the Rabbeinu Shalom. According to both interpretations, the Maral suggests Ema is when you look at the greatness of a Kodesh Baruch Hu, or the greatness of your Rebbe. Yirah is when a person focuses on his own shiflus, on his own shortcomings. And the Maral suggests the same dealing with Moira Shomayim. Ema is the hisboniness and the greatness of a Kodesh Baruch Hu. Omnipotent, omniscient, limitless. And Yirah is when he focuses and thinks about his own shortcomings. That is the approach of the Maharal. But yesterday I focused on the relationship between a Talmud and his Rebbe. Today let's speak about Yiras Shamayim. This centrality of Yiras Shamayim cannot be overestimated. The Gemara in Shabbos, the Lamed Aleph Amid Bey says, "Ein loy laHakodesh Baruch Hu b'yolamoi elo Yiras Shamayim. Loy boru HaKodesh Baruch Hu es ha'olam elo kedei sheyir'u mipanav." Torah and Yiras Shamayim are the two pillars of the world. Which comes first? Reish is Chochmah, Yiras Hashem. That's a posuk in Tehillim, Perekuf Yud Aleph. Yiras Elokim Tchilas Chochmah is in Sefer Mishlei. So both in Mishlei and Tehillim, we understand that Yiras Shamayim comes before Chochmah. That is Reishis Chochmah. And there's a mashal in Masechet Shabbos, coming back to Shabbos Lamed Aleph and Beis, a person that has Torah, but he lacks Yiras Shamayim, resembles a person that bought a house. Masulo mafteches pnimiyos, lo masulo mafteches chitzonios. He bought a house and he got the keys, but then he realizes, yes, they gave him the keys to his house, but he can't open the gate. He can't even come into the front yard. He cannot even come close to his house. So what benefit does he have having the keys to the house that he can't even come near to the house? Which once again teaches us that Yiras Shamayim comes before Torah. So Torah is the Mafteches HaPnimiyos. Yiras Shamayim is the Mafteches HaChitzonios. And another Gemara in Yevomis Kuftes, Kolo Omer Ein Li Elo Torah, Af Torah Ein Loi. If a person thinks, I'm going to be a great scholar, a big Talmud Chacham, I don't give much importance to Yiras Shamayim, only to knowledge, to Torah. Chazal say, it's not only that he is found lacking, Ein Loi Af Torah. His Torah is not even considered Torah. It has no worth, no significance, no importance at all. So Torah must come together with Yiras Shamayim, with the awe and fear of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. and Yirah Shamayim comes before Torah. And that is why one of the Kinyan Torah, one of the early and fundamental Kinyan Torah is Emo and Yirah. And the Gemara says in Brochus Daf Chav Beis, V'hoidatem levonecho v'levnei vonecho, וכסיב בעשרה יום אשר עומדת לפני השם אלוקיך בחורב. מעלהלן באימו ויירו ורסס ובזיו, אף כאן באימו וביירו ורסס ובזיו. Which means to say, every day in the life of a God-fearing Jew, every day in the life of a Talmid Chacham, he needs to try to go all the way back to Mamad Har Sinai. When HaKadosh Baruch Hu appeared on the mountain to give us Torah, Ma Hasam Ba'ema U'V'Yirah Afkan. Every day you learn, every day you teach. It must be Ba'ema, B'Yirah, B'Reses, U'V'Ziyah. The great Reb Chaim of Volozhin, in his commentary on our mission in Sefer Ruach Chaim, Reb Chaim Volozhin says, wherever we learn Torah, even an individual, so let us bear in mind when the Kohen Gadol goes into Kodesh HaKodeshim, it's only once a year, in the holiest day. Any other time, he is totally prohibited of coming into the Kodesh HaKodeshim. And why is that? Because that is where the Shekhinah is. But the Shekhinah dwells wherever we learn Torah. And yes, we are entitled to be in the presence of the Shekhinah. So that should bring upon us a great level of awe. Tanu de Bei Eliyahu Perek Yud Ches. There's a beautiful and unbelievable mamar. Tony de Belio says, Kol Talmid, Shi Yoshev, Beino Lebein Atzmoi, in his own private domain, no one is around, only he and the Kodesh Baruch Hu. Kol Talmid Chochem Shi Yoshev, Beino Lebein Atzmoi, V'koyre V'shoyna, Kodesh Baruch Hu Yoshev Kenegdoi, he should feel as if HaKadosh Baruch Hu was sitting right next to him like a chavrusa, with a hand on his shoulder. Kodesh Baruch Hu is learning together with him. Ilulei hadavar kosuv yefshar la'omro v'kol ha'omro nischayev morav misa. And I always add on, Mishe Dove Zeh Kosuv Mitzvah la'amroi, v'kol ha'amroi, zoicha l'chayim aruchi. How much simcha and how much awe should we feel every time we sit and learn? Beinoi lebein atzmoi. Try to imagine Kodesh Baruch Hu Yoshev Kenegdoi v'oisik imo. So Yirah Shamayim comes together with Torah. Yirah Shamayim comes before Torah. But one other nuance that I want to stress. Why is Yirah Shamayim one of the Kinyanei Torah? Why is it essential to be successful on our quest growing in Torah? I think it's because the Gemara says in Megillah Davov, L'uk megersis yata d'shmaya. Unlike any other field of knowledge, could be mathematics, business school, physics, medicine, any other endeavor. If you invest, you'll get there. It all depends on your talent and your dedication. We believe to achieve the truth in Torah, you also need siyata d'shmaya. And that is the Gemara in Megillah Davov. Because Torah is divine. It is the divine word of HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So to achieve true greatness in Torah, it is not enough that you're bright, that you're talented, and you're dedicated, and you're diligent in your studies. you need the help of a Kadosh Baruch Hu, because it's His Torah and it is His divine spirit, it is His holy words. And that is why Chazal teaches Luke Megeres Siyata Dishmaya. And if you lack Yirah Shemayim, you're not going to have that Siyata Dishmaya. And that is why